Hello Cobra Kai fans, it's Explainverse here, and today we're going to dive into Miguel Diaz's role in Cobra Kai Season 6 Part 2. In this video we'll discuss what we've seen in the trailer for Miguel, along with theories and leaks about his character. If you've been following me, you know our track record. My audience knows that the information I share often comes true when the official trailer is released. Let's hope the same happens when Part 2 drops. But before we start, please hit that like button, share this video with your friends, and subscribe if you haven't already. We're very close to 25,000 subscribers, and with your support, we'll reach that milestone. So, without any further ado, let's start. So let's talk about what's going down in the trailer and what that means for Miguel. Surprisingly, Miguel seems to be more of a supporting figure, motivating the team and backing up Robbie, who's now the team captain. But here's the kicker. I called this. If you've been watching my videos, you know I've been saying Miguel would play a role like this, almost like a big brother to Robbie, helping keep the team grounded. This is essential, especially since Robbie seems more rattled than we've ever seen. The cause? The emotional weight of his ongoing situation with Tori and Cobra Kai. Here's where things take a serious turn. I predict Miguel will face a major emotional breakdown this season. Why? All signs point to Sam. There's a scene in the trailer where the whole team looks devastated, but Sam is noticeably absent. And if you look closely, when Miguel is shown crying in Johnny's arms, he's wearing the same jacket from that earlier shot. That's a huge clue. I'm betting Sam's injury is the emotional trigger for Miguel. Backing this up, some leaks suggest that Sam does in fact get injured, and that Kenny will step up to take her place. So, Miguel fans, get ready. Season 6 Part 2 is going to be intense. And yes, I know some of you are frustrated that Miguel doesn't seem to be front and center in the trailer, but trust me, don't lose hope. The creative team isn't showing everything for a reason. They want to surprise us, and I'm almost certain Miguel's story arc will have an epic, game-changing twist. Now here's a little extra insight. In my opinion, the creators are deliberately holding back on Miguel's biggest moments in the trailer. Why? They want to make sure we're blown away when Part 3 comes around. And trust me, I've heard a few leaks and rumors that suggest Miguel's story is about to go to a whole new level. But before we dive into those leaks, let's talk about his journey throughout the series. Miguel's story begins in Season 1, Episode 1, when he moves into Johnny Lawrence's apartment complex with his mom, Carmen, and grandmother, Yaya. He's a quiet, respectful kid just trying to adjust to his new surroundings. But right from the start, life isn't easy. He's bullied at school, often feeling out of place, and he's trying to find his way without a father figure around. One of Miguel's first big turning points comes when he's harassed by a group of bullies at a local strip mall. Johnny steps in, taking on the bullies in classic 80s fashion, and this moment has a huge impact on Miguel. Johnny becomes his idol, and Miguel's admiration for him only grows. So, he decides to ask Johnny for help learning to defend himself. At first, Johnny isn't interested, but he eventually agrees, and Miguel becomes his first student in the newly reopened Cobra Kai dojo. Miguel's training with Johnny is rough, intense, and unfiltered. Johnny's old-school Cobra Kai methods teach Miguel to toughen up and give him a confidence boost that changes his life. He starts to transform from a timid kid to a fierce, determined fighter. As Miguel gains confidence, he catches the eye of his high school classmates, including Sam LaRusso, the daughter of Johnny's old rival, Daniel LaRusso. Their romance begins, and for a while it seems like Miguel is finding a balance between his personal life and his growing passion for karate. However, things get complicated fast. Miguel's newfound strength and confidence also come with a dark side. He starts to become more aggressive, sometimes losing control in fights. Meanwhile, Miguel's relationship with Sam gets tangled up in the ongoing rivalry between Cobra Kai and Miyagi-Do. Robbie Keene, Johnny's estranged son, also begins to train under Daniel at Miyagi-Do. This adds fuel to the fire, as Miguel and Robbie are now both rivals in karate and in love. The tension between them reaches its peak in the Season 2 finale during a brutal school fight that changes everything. Miguel's intense rivalry with Robbie is put to the ultimate test in that fight. He initially dominates but ultimately shows mercy, demonstrating growth in his character. Tragically, Robbie doesn't return the favor and ends up injuring Miguel severely. This fight leaves Miguel hospitalized and paralyzed, creating one of the series' most heart-wrenching cliffhangers. Season 3 opens with Miguel in a hospital bed, facing an uncertain future. This injury marks a massive shift in Miguel's journey. He's no longer just a rising karate star. Now he has to fight his way back to health, learn to walk again, and overcome the trauma of that fall. Miguel's determination to recover and Johnny's unwavering support create some of the most emotional scenes in the series. Johnny becomes like a father to him, guiding him through painful physical therapy and reminding him to never give up. In Season 4, Miguel Diaz sets a goal to win the All-Valley tournament. He learns Johnny's offensive style and Miyagi-Do's defensive techniques, becoming a stronger fighter. His life also takes a turn when he learns about Johnny and Carmen's relationship, but he understands and is happy for them. He looks up to Johnny as a father figure. However, when he hears a drunk Johnny say that he loves Robbie more than him, Miguel feels heartbroken and realizes he wants to find his own father. In the tournament, Miguel reaches the semifinals where he faces Hawk. During the match, he pulls a back muscle, causing the match to be delayed. Later, he realizes that Johnny is more focused on winning the tournament than on his well-being. Disappointed, Miguel decides to step away from the tournament and set out to find his father instead. In Season 5, Miguel's life takes another surprising turn when he discovers that his biological father is living in Mexico. Confused and feeling lost, he sets off on a journey to reconnect with his roots and find his father. This trip becomes a journey of self-discovery for Miguel. While his hopes are high, he quickly learns that his father isn't the person he had idealized. Despite the disappointment, Miguel returns home stronger, with a clearer understanding of who he is. Back in the valley, Miguel faces new challenges. His rivalry with Robbie is far from over, but over time, they begin to find common ground. This reconciliation is a huge moment in Miguel's growth. It shows that he's learning to move beyond grudges and channel his energy positively. Meanwhile, Miguel's relationship with Sam also takes some twists and turns. They break up, make up, and break up again, often struggling to balance their personal issues with the pressures of Cobra Kai and Miyagi-Do. Through it all, Miguel becomes more introspective, understanding that his happiness isn't dependent on others' approval or validation. By Season 6, Miguel is a seasoned fighter with a sense of maturity and a unique understanding of karate, combining elements of both Cobra Kai's aggression and Miyagi-Do's balance. He's training harder than ever for the Sekai Taikai World Tournament, an international martial arts competition that could change everything for him and his dojo. But even with his newfound skills, Miguel faces setbacks. He loses his match against Robbie, breaking his undefeated streak. This loss stings, but it also humbles him, showing him the importance of perseverance even in the face of failure. But rather than letting jealousy consume him, Miguel uses this as motivation to become an even better fighter and teammate. Now let's dive into some of the latest rumors surrounding Miguel Diaz and his role in the upcoming Sekai Taikai tournament. According to my sources, it looks like Miguel won't actually come out as the champion in Part 2 of Season 6. I know. Disappointing, right? But don't get too discouraged just yet. While he may not win this time, my sources are confident that Miguel claims victory in Part 3. Yes, that's right. It seems Miguel is destined to win the male division of the Sekai Taikai tournament, but there's a twist. Rumor has it that when he does win, it won't be representing Miyagi-Do. Instead, he'll be fighting under the Cobra Kai dojo. Sounds crazy, doesn't it? How does Miguel, one of the series' most honorable characters, end up fighting for Cobra Kai again? Well, the details are still a mystery, but from what I've gathered, there could be some major shakeups happening behind the scenes. Supposedly, Cobra Kai will be competing in the Sekai Taikai, not as the Korean-led faction we're used to seeing, but as a new American-based Cobra Kai dojo. Will Miguel willingly join Cobra Kai, or is there something else at play? Is Johnny involved, or is this a new direction entirely? Whatever happens, it's sure to challenge Miguel's loyalty, values, and sense of identity in profound ways. Before we wrap up this video, I want to take a moment to give a special shout-out to my subscriber, CK Legend 125. Thank you so much for your support. It really means a lot to me. Your encouragement keeps me motivated to create better content, and I truly appreciate you being part of this community. Thanks again, and I look forward to having you with us on this journey. So, what do you all think about these rumors? Could you see Miguel switching back to Cobra Kai for some reason? Or maybe there's something bigger at work here? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to our channel. We're growing fast, and with your support, we'll keep bringing you all the latest updates, theories, and news from the Cobra Kai universe. And remember, as they say, Cobra Kai never dies.
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I breathe.